This is how I make the automatic watering pot plant. The first step is to click print on the printer and print the center transparent part. This takes about 2 hours. Next, I need to print the rest of the parts in white, and this takes about 3 hours. Now all I do is get rid of the supports and make the prints look nice and clean. Now I spray the inside of the pot plant so that there are no leaks. I let it dry for a little bit, and now I add a little bit of glue and glue the base with the center of the pot plant. Now I cut a small piece of foam and basically try to soundproof the pump by adding tape all around it. I also cut some tubing and add a little filter, as you can see at the end of it. It's time for the main assembly. I push the tubes that are connected to the inlet and the outlet of the pump through the gaps that I've created in the design. Then all I do is kind of bend the pump and push it into the corner of the base. I also have to bend the inlet tube that has the filter on the end into this gap so that it can suck the water up. And finally, I add the nozzle onto the other tube. Now is the time for the PCB. I connect the header pins onto the PCB and I click upload on this Arduino sketch, and it basically uploads the code onto the PCB. All I'm doing here is fastening the PCB with a little screw and plugging in the pump into the PCB. I push the PCB that's connected to this plastic part into the base of the bottom, and all I'm doing here is just fastening it with a few screws. All that's left to do now is a simple matter of putting the inner pot and simply doing a little test by plugging in a cable and adding a bit of water to see if it comes out. And that's how I make the automatic watering pot plant, the Plantomatic. If you'd like to order one, please check the link in the description or in my bio. Thank you.